Hi everybody, it's Kristin. So happy Throwback Thursday to you. As I mentioned the last time I did this, I'm going to do these about once a month. I'm going to try to do them kind of mid-month, so it's not like so it's not like back-to-back with my favorites. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But again, Throwback Thursday is something that Marnie from Miss Gold Girl started. And I really enjoyed doing the first one, and you guys gave me really great feedback on it, so that's why I'm doing another one. And that simply is going back and what I've decided to do based on your feedback. So I will go back 2 years, look at my favorites for that month, and actually rewatch the video because back then I wasn't listing everything. And I don't always do that now. I'm trying to be better about that for you guys. But anyway, look at everything that I liked, write it all down on my piece of paper here, and then kind of go through it with you guys and see if I still like it. Okay, long-winded intro game. So here we go, and I will list everything below for you guys. The very first thing is the Redken 23 hairspray. And I actually have used more bottles since then. I do like the hairspray. So let me say that. But I have determined that I really don't like the scent. Something about it just doesn't, I don't know, I just don't like the scent. So not a favorite anymore, only because of the scent, but if you don't mind that, it's a great hairspray. Next hair thing was the macadamia nut hair oil, macadamia natural hair oil. I do still use this every single day, and this was 2 years ago, so for 2 years I've been using that product. The next thing on here is the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller Ball. I think that is something that back when I started YouTube, because this was maybe 6-ish, 7-ish months after I started YouTube. This might have been one of those things that YouTube told me I liked. I really found after a while that it dried out my under eye. And I think somebody told me, I can't remember who, somebody told me recently that there's alcohol in it. And that was probably why I didn't like it. So there you go. I really did not. After a while, it just didn't work for me. And you know, one of the things with that one is that there wasn't much coverage with it. So I enjoyed using, and this was my next favorite, and I still like this. Well, anyway, the e.l.f. Complexion Perfection, which looks like this. I think now it's called Tone Correcting Powder or something like that. But the one that I have is the 4 quadrants, pastel, yellow, blue, like a mint green, and then the pink. For some reason, it looks like I have used more of the blue and the yellow, but I would just take, my other favorite was using it with this brush, which is, it was a MAC 224 or a Sigma, whichever, and just kind of swirling it in all of them. And I actually will just do that right now for you guys. And tapping it off, and then, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see. I didn't put anything under my eyes today, but I do still like this trick. The only thing that I have determined is that it kind of depends on what concealer you're using, whether you want to use this or not. So if you're using a concealer that's creasing on you a little bit, this is a great way to kind of set that, and it also really brightens your eye. So I have used it. I have not used this powder for anything but setting my under eye, and you can see how much I've used of this. And originally, I picked this idea up from Cornelia from Baby Cake 390. Way back when. I think I even said it in that video. The next thing on here was the Sheer Cover Concealer. What's so funny is that I really did like this. I made a decent dent in there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell. And then a friend of mine actually sent me a couple that she had because she was on like an auto delivery for them or for this or something. And I have not opened those, and I have not used these anymore. All of a sudden, this color just didn't look right with my skin tone anymore. I don't know what changed, because when I used it, and maybe in the summer, because my skin tone, you know, got a little more color or something. So I had kind of forgotten about this. So I may try it again since I liked it 2 years ago in February. That is that. The e.l.f. Contour Eye Brush. For those of you that watch my vlog channel, I had to go into the brush bin, which is where I've put away my brushes, to get this. I honestly don't remember why I liked this brush. Like for what particular use. I do remember that for a while I was using it with that e.l.f. Complexion Perfection powder underneath my eyes, but it was applying it too heavily because it's pretty dense. And it's a little bit big to actually use for like what I call my stamp method, but you could if you had slightly larger eyes than I do, but not so much a favorite anymore. Oh, well, there you have it. excuse me, at the time I was doing something I call an eyebrow cocktail. I will always link the video below that I'm referring to, by the way. I had red hair back then. I'm allergic to red dye, which is why I don't have red hair anymore. But I had been using MAC Fling eyebrow pencil, and then one of the gals at MAC had suggested that I use the color Saddle over the top of that, and I really liked that combo. It worked really well. It stayed put. I ended up sending Saddle off to a friend of mine who was having trouble matching her red hair to her eyebrows. And I think that she is liking that as well. So I did really like it at the time. My hair's not red anymore. There you have it. All right, the Avon Super Shock. I had on there that it does not budge. Like, excuse me, I remember being really impressed with it. I have found ones that work a little bit better since then. I've talked about those. But I do still have it. It's this small right now. And at the time, it was my favorite for tight line, waterline, that sort of thing. Since then, something has changed, and it's a little bit, my eyes get a little bit sensitive to this after a little bit. Not right off the bat, but after a little bit, my eyes get a little bit red. So I've been using this up, this is the one I'm using currently, on my upper lash line. The next product is, and I'm really glad actually that I went back and watched this video, because I forgot that I used to use this in my waterline all the time, my lower waterline all the time, and it's MAC Power Surge. There's nothing really spectacular about it. I'll try to swatch it there for you. It's almost like an antiqued gold kind of color, but the Pixie Woo girls were using this all the time in their waterline. I started doing it and I really enjoyed it. For some reason, the color of this and the color of my eyes, I just kind of liked how that worked, and I haven't done that in so long. So I was happy to have rediscovered that. Whip that off my hand. The next combo is a combo I've talked about more than once on this channel, and I do still love it. I put it on today, and that is MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish and Light Flush, which I'm sure that they will or have re-promoted. It's just it's an MSF that has kind of some pink sheen to it. And what I like doing with this is actually, it's kind of a pretty rose gold. Hopefully you guys can see that. What I like doing with that, and what my favorite was that month, is laying that down first on my cheeks, which is the opposite of what most people do. And then I was putting one of my favorite blushes of all time, which is Lorac Soul, which looks like this. It comes in I think it was called the Close-Up Kit. And putting that down over the top of Light Flush. And for some reason, I like that better than the other way around. I just felt like it really gave more of a lit from within kind of look to it. Still love that, hands down, absolutely. If you ever run across Light Flush in a CCO or something, or if they re-promote it, grab it. I think it's a really great product from MAC. All right, the Chanel Rouge Coco Shine in Evasion. That's what I'm wearing today. I do still really like this. It's a nude. I don't wear nudes a lot, but this is just a color, and this has been in my favorites multiple times when I go back and kind of rediscover it again. I really like the color. I like how it applies. I find it, you know, it wears comfortably, but it doesn't wear long. You have to reapply it a lot, but I do still like that color, and I'm happy to be reminded of it again. Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. That is still one of my favorite mascaras of all time. I actually have it on today because I opened it up. I'm going to try to do a kind of a review comparison of this with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but so the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes with, I forgot to grab this one. I think that was when I discovered the combo of using the Buxom Lash, and this is probably my 5th little mini Buxom lash that I've gone through. I like this. Mostly Tarte Lights Camera Lashes can be used without needing anything to separate it. Every once in a while it gets a little clumpy, and this brush, I've shown this a million times as well, but the brush on the Buxom lash is just the perfect brush to separate those out and make them separated. So yeah, I still love Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I think it is still my holy grail. I do. I really do. My last favorite was a nail polish favorite, and it was by Gosh, and it's in the color Miss Mole, and it always kind of looks like this. It kind of has like a smoky look to it, but it's just your kind of browny grayish kind of color. I still really, really like this. It wears really well. I actually have a backup of it that a friend sent to me. Let me see if I can shot of the color. But I'm pulling this out and I'm putting it on tonight. I was going to do it last night actually, and just kind of ran out of time, but I wanted to be able to show you on the nails, but I do still really very much enjoy that color. So that is my Throwback Thursday. I hope that you guys enjoyed this like you did the last one. If you are not interested in seeing what's on my face, then thank you so much for watching. And if you are, I'm going to run it down quickly for you. I have already told you my blush, or my blush and everything. Same foundation. I want to tell you, I tried everything I could do to pry this off like you guys said, and I ended up having to crack the top. So now I'm trying to not hurt myself. I couldn't figure out where to lift it up from. I tried way too long, that's for sure. And on my eyes today, I actually followed Emily's tutorial with the Bare Minerals Happy Place, which looks like this. I'll link her tutorial below in case you happen to miss it. I love this quad. It's one of my favorite quads. I think it works really well for all different eye colors, and it's a lovely quad. And I think that's everything. I don't think there's anything else. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.